All right, it's Saturday, November 18th. I'm at Newport News Golf Course range. I think it's around 11 o'clock in the morning. Kind of a windy day, um, sort of cloudy too. But I'm here today because I want to work on the the thing that Manuel de la Torre in his golf clinic he talked about, how to coil. And I kind of tried it briefly at home, and I said, wow, what a great way to coil. So let me quote what he said. If you keep your weight equally distributed on your feet when you take it back, you get an automatic coil. Now, how good is that? All you have to do is think about keeping your weight equally distributed, between your 2 feet. And that'll create an automatic coil when you take the club back. And I tried it at home. And I go, oh my gosh, it really works. And there was another thing that he talked about too. Uh, he talked about when you take the club back, have the club go over your right shoulder if you're right-handed. So that because I always had problems like because I can't see myself. I videotape myself, but it was always difficult for me. Oh, where do my hands go? And soon as I wasn't quite sure what he meant, but once I figured out, the club just goes right over your right shoulder when at the top of the backswing, and it just felt so good there, right there. So what I'm doing today is combining those two things. Trying to keep my weight distributed evenly between my left and right foot, and trying to get the hands and club to go with my right shoulder on the backswing. And wow, you know, I I think uh, I think I gained the extra 5 yards, definitely. Minimum 5 yards. So I'm hitting this 8 iron like 145, 150 if I hit it really, really well. Consistently. And not only did I gain more distance, you know, it was just easier to do, and it felt better going through impact. And if you see, you could compare the way I'm swinging now compared to my other video, which was done only a week ago. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm working on that right now, and yeah, that's it. But I gotta tell you, it worked for me because I kind of have the fundamentals down, as close as possible. I think I have a pretty good grip. But I see right now that my alignment is off. I kind of have a close stance, but it's workable. But and I've developed a decent one-piece takeaway where I'm using my body to take the club back. I'm not using my hands. So I think that's really important. I mean, a lot of this stuff on YouTube, all these videos, they have all these tips, and things that basically I call them band-aids, and um, but a lot of them you have to have the fundamentals down first before you could actually do do what they say, and so it's really important to get the fundamentals down and really have a good grasp of how the swing really works before you could actually use any of these, you know, things that they have on the video. So, I like Manuel Delator. I've heard of him before. I've seen a couple other videos, but probably couldn't understand anything previously just because I didn't have the fundamentals down. I didn't have a good one piece takeaway. So, you if you see me now, I know it's kind of annoying my pre-shot routine, but I'm not using my hands when I take the club back. So that way everything stays in sequence. The hands most of the time, I think amateurs, their hands outrace their, you know, hips basically. So their hands get ahead of their hips on the backswing, and then when you come down on the downswing, the hands are going to be stuck behind the right hip every time. That's why everybody hits that slice, that over the top motion. So uh anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. The funny thing is, you look at my swing from a week ago and you look at my swing now, it doesn't look that much different, but it feels a lot different, and I think if you notice, my left arm's probably a little bit straighter now than the previous swing, and it is definitely in a better position at the top of the swing. Um, but yeah, you know, I'm hitting these balls pretty consistent. That's the great thing about once you start making solid contact and you get a lot of things right on the swing, your missed shots get so much better. I there was one shot I kind of shanked, and but it was still, I mean, it didn't go straight right, like usual shanks. It actually got off the ground, and it went a fair distance. It went to the right a little bit, but even the shanks have gotten better, So yeah, once in a while I'll shank it, but most of the time that's because I'm trying something new. I'm trying to maybe get my hips around a little bit farther, or I have I try to lay off the club at the top, something, I'm trying new, and then of course, sometimes you shank it because you're trying something new. Uh, but yeah, so here I am, and yeah. Anyway, check out my other video about Manuel Delator. I think it's called "Coiling" by Manuel Delator, and then watch his video. And I tell you, to the two places where the time, so you could just go to that part of the video because it's a long video. It's like 40 minutes, over 40 minutes long. But anyway, this is me, and I'm always constantly. I know it doesn't look any different than not much different from a week ago, but the feeling is a lot different. Hitting some really good shots. And anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next video.